everyone. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I am Erin, and I am the Erintainer at your service, here to Erintain you. I know. It is so corny. It's charming. Weddings, y'all. Weddings. Weddings make people go effing crazy. I'm going crazy planning mine. They're so expensive. Why are they so expensive? Who needs a $250 bouquet that you're going to hold for 10 minutes? Not me. Not me. I said, Lauren, I need you to decrease that price by 150 at least. At least. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all, when you think you've gotten a deal, trust me, there's just going to be some way for them to price gouge you, and they're going to get you. They're going to get you. So whoever comes to my wedding better be grateful, okay? Because this stuff is expensive. All right, I'm done projecting on you guys. Let's talk about other people's suffering, okay? Okay, let's do that. Am I the a-hole for not offering an open bar at my wedding? Ooh. You know what's crazy though? Like, people are not going to want to come to your wedding if there's not alcohol. I'm sorry to say it. Like, I've kind of stopped drinking. Not stopped all the way. I'm just taking like a break, but I also don't want to be effed up on my wedding, and I want to remember every second of it. So it's like I get it, but also it's going to piss a lot of people off, but I don't want to make assumptions. Let's get into it. My fiance and my wedding invites have started arriving. Along with the invites is a few things we felt we should outline before the guests arrive to the reception. We have decided not to include an open bar. I come from an alcoholic-heavy family and simply don't feel comfortable being around people who are drinking heavily. Instead, my fiance and I have decided to have a drink ticket-like service instead. With that service, we've been able to customize how we want alcoholic beverages being handled at our reception, and the venue says this kind of service happens all the time. It was their suggestion, in fact, so I didn't think it would be this big of a deal. Okay, I retract my assumption. Now it makes a little more sense, okay? I didn't consider that side of it. Now I am. See how we can have like open, honest discussions and change our minds. Let's see what happens. With the invitations was a card with the expectations one is to expect. Oh my gosh, the way this is written is kind of driving me crazy. With the expectations one is to expect. You can just say expectations. You don't have to write expectations a million times. In the invitations was a card with expectations from the ceremony and the reception. I didn't want to shock people when they arrived, so I figured the cards would be a nice, classy heads up for our guests. The drink service bit of the card said essentially that alcoholic drinks were limited to 2 per age guest. The tickets are non-transferable, and like the other beverages offered, would need to be ordered from your seat at your assigned table. Drinks were also to be enjoyed at your assigned table. Whoa. So they only get 2 drink tickets, and they have to order them in a specific way. I've been called a lot of rude things after family, both sides, and friends are receiving their cards. My fiance has as well, but a little less so. The most common being Bridezilla, but I did have an uncle reach out to me and say I am an a-hole for trying to spoil the fun of a wedding reception. The response has been mostly negative and has been from all sides of the family and friends, and now my head is swirling as I try to figure out what to do. So, am I the a-hole? I think it's a little like initially I'm like, no, I understand. I was thinking you were having like a cash bar, but now you're just limiting the amount of drinks every person can have. And that is to, I'm assuming, make sure you're like monitoring how much people drink. But at the same time, if people want to get drunk, they're going to get drunk. What if you have someone that just wants one drink and hands their ticket off to someone? You're going to end up, when you're trying to control it in this way, honestly, what's going to end up happening is people just bringing in like flasks of alcohol and people getting drunk, and almost in spite of you. So to me, I'm like, if you're going to pay for alcohol anyways, just, it's your special day. I guess coming from someone who's getting married, I'm not really thinking about what other people are going to do at my wedding. As long as I don't wear white, I'm going to be fine. If they want to get drunk and make a fool of themselves, like, that's on them. You should not let it ruin your special day, though, because you just can't control everyone else's actions. Like, I totally understand that you are not comfortable with being around a lot of drunk people because of your upbringing, but then I would maybe like not invite people who you know like to imbibe as much. I don't know. It's kind of a tricky situation that you're in, but at the same time, I can see why people are pissed off at this. I wouldn't really care. I'd be like, "Cool, I get my 3 or my 2 drinks." But I can see why people are getting mad because the whole yes, everyone wants to celebrate your special day and it's gonna be fun, but it's also free food, free drink, free party, and you get to look hot while you get drunk. So, like, that's a lot of reason why people wanna go to weddings. Sorry, sweetie. People weren't there for the ceremony. We're making our ceremony like 15 minutes long so we can get to the party because we know that's why people are gonna be there. So, well, let's see what other people said. Maybe I'm a B word. Okay, I'm not. Someone said you're the a-hole. Your ticket plan went from moderately novel to aggressively controlling the more you explained it. Are you going to have security tackle on Joan if she gets out of her chair with a glass of Chardonnay in her hand? Also, not getting up and moving around while drinking gets you drunker faster. It is preferred that you get up and move around so your body can process the alcohol more slowly and evenly. Have you ever tried to stand up after drinking a Long Island iced tea? Someone says, not since I was 20. Someone writes, your title is misleading. It's totally okay to not have an open bar at a wedding. Even limiting consumption is kind of okay. But forcing people to drink it sitting at their assigned table, that's overly controlling. Just seems like you want your guests to jump through hoops for you for no good reasons other than you can because you're the bride. You're the a-hole. Just have a dry wedding if you're so uncomfortable around alcohol, if your family is that untrustworthy around it. Yes. I went to a dry wedding a couple years ago and they did a coffee cart instead, and everyone was just absolutely wired on coffee and going nuts dancing. I've never been bothered by a dry wedding, but I would be bothered by a wedding with ridiculous rules around alcohol. Just skip it and do a fun mocktail. Everyone's going to feel uncomfortable with all the restrictions. Yeah, I think that's the way to move. Yeah, this is taking it overboard. You can not have alcohol at your wedding if you want. People will leave early, so be prepared. But thinking you get to decide where they can have their drinks, bizarre and controlling. You can't responsibly limit people to their table like this. I'm going to go with you're the a-hole because this is ridiculous. Your wedding sounds like an unenjoyable event to attend with so many restrictions for your guests being treated like school children. Yikes. This is like you guys don't have to like personally attack this person. We're getting a little crazy with the comments. Like the wedding's gonna be great. You're gonna have a great wedding. Sorry you got some backlash, but you can't be that controlling. You either have a dry wedding or honestly, you get 2 drink tickets and then the rest is a cash bar or however the heck you want to do it. That sounds complicated to me. What is the easiest thing going to be for you on your wedding? Are you going to be able to have fun and dance and enjoy being a newlywed if there's alcohol at all? You kind of have to just like decide. People are going to, if you do that, people are going to bring in their own alcohol or they're going to leave early. It's just the name of the game. Or, I mean, do whatever you want, but just you can't be mad that people get mad. Sorry. Everyone's getting mad at this wedding. Let's go to the next one. Shallower. This one's fun. It's interesting. It's cultural. We're going to learn something. All right. Am I the a-hole for not telling my mom that my marriage was a cover up? Hi, I come from a very religious family, and so does my ex husband. We have known each other since we were teenagers and had grown up together. After finishing high school, we decided to leave the church together, but it would be difficult since both our families are very strict. My parents wanted me to marry someone from the same church. This sounds culty AF, but wouldn't stop introducing me to older, gross men. It sounds so culty. My ex husband told me that he was gay and was too scared of coming out because he would lose everything. So I had the idea of getting married together. So, of course, the real story is much longer than that, but I wasn't interested in marriage and he wanted to keep his family happy. And since he was from our church and my parents wouldn't protest, we did it. We stayed married for 4 years. Then his parents passed away because during the pandemic, they would do anything except listen to a doctor. Yikes, this sounds so culty. After everything was done, funeral, inheritance, etc., we decided to move far away and lose contact with a lot of people from our church. After some time, he decided to come out and we agreed on divorcing since the cover up wouldn't be necessary anymore. This is amazing. This should be made into a movie. I'm obsessed with this story. I never had real romantic feelings for him, but got to love him in a way. Since we both like theatrics, I played the poor, heartbroken wife who just discovered her marriage was a lie part. It was funny seeing the reactions of the people, except for our new friends, because we were honest about our arrangement from the beginning. He is now living as himself for the first time. That's amazing. Happy Pride Month, everybody. This is amazing. Since this is his first Pride, he was so excited about it and showing off his first boyfriend. And as his ex wife, I was so happy about him and left comments on his public posts. Now, I don't know how my mom found out, but she texted me angry, asking why I was still talking to my slur, godless, cheating ex. Whoa. I told her that I am happy he is happy, but she still insisted. And then I told her that I knew from the beginning. And that just set her off because she had put a lot of effort into helping us in our marriage, but it was a lie from the beginning. I told her it wasn't a lie to me. I came up with the idea. She called me a lot of names and said, I will make sure everyone here knows about your betrayal. I was just like, okay, I don't think I did anything wrong, but I've been wrong many times before, so I wonder her feelings are justified. She's been a good mother to me after all. Info. When you say I played the poor heartbroken wife who just discovered her marriage was a lie part, did you actually try to solicit comfort and support from people? Because if so, then you're both kind of the a-hole. How extravagant was the wedding? Did people have to travel for it and did they send gifts? If so, then that adds to the potential of you both being a-holes. No, the wedding was at the church, family and friends. Weddings are still expensive anyways because everything has a wedding tax, but we had the essentials. I did not solicit support from people. I did some posts about how heartbroken I was to have been lied to my whole marriage, and people came with thoughts and prayers and talked to God. Yeah, I guess that part you're kind of a-holy. Just because people probably like felt really, really bad for you. But I also think you're a hero because you helped a man stay protected within his family confines and religious confines so he wasn't like literally treated like utter crap and he still had a connection with his family. So in that case, I think you're amazing. What else have some people said? Let's see. Not the a-hole. This is a beautiful story that can still have a beautiful ending. And then I blocked all of my bigoted family on every platform and way possible and found my real love and passion in insert hobby person pets here. The end. What you did was very sweet. I don't see anything wrong with what you did. You both helped each other in a time of need to extricate yourselves from a situation of hate and fear-mongering. I hope you two stay close friends and you both find the love of your life, even if that love is a passion project or hobby. I love this. Yeah. This sounds like you grew up in a very religious, culty community, and your friend did not feel safe coming out in that community, and you might have saved his life. Like, you honestly might have saved his life. And no, you don't want to get married to some old dude, like get married off. This sounds like fundamentalist and gross and I don't like it. So I'm glad you did what you did. And yeah, guess what? You can cut off anyone you want. Are you happy now? Are your parents happy for you? If not, if they're going to be like this and like say nasty things about your best friend slash ex-husband, then no, you're not the a-hole. I think that, I mean, that's quite a lie. I understand why your parents would be like really, really upset with you. However, at the same time, how else were you going to enjoy your life, honestly? I'm proud of you. I think you saved a life, and I hope that you now go off and live your own and are happy and fulfilled. That's it. Happy Saturday, you guys. Happy friggin' Saturday. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your weekend, and thank you for spending a part of it with me. I will see you in my next video very, very soon. Bye, y'all.